Hi, today we're going to learn how to use Destiny Quest as a research tool. We're going to go ahead and go to the website http://destiny.ecisd.us. From here, you're going to go ahead and click on Memorial Middle School, and it's going to take you to the Destiny Quest homepage. From here, you have several options that you can use. You have your top 10 books recommended. And then you also have any new arrivals that are in our library. What we are doing today is we're going to go ahead and search for some books. And I'm going to show you the basic search first, and then we'll go into searching for research. So here, I'm going to look for the book, A Very Hungry Caterpillar. So I'm going to go ahead and go to that book. And it says it is available. If you notice, it says right here, it's in. But I'm going to go ahead and read about this book just a little bit. So here it gives me a little bit about the book. It tells me the grade level, if it's won any awards, if it has any reviews. Now, this book doesn't have any reviews at the moment, but you can add a review. Now, the other thing you can do is you can browse the shelf, and it'll tell you exactly where in the shelf it is. And if you notice, it's right around, it should be right next to Grouchy Ladybug. The other one is it also gives you a little sneak peek of the book. So this is your book cover, and you have a little summary of the book. And then you can go through your annotations. This is very useful for teachers. You go back, author's notes. So it gives you information on the book itself. Now, you want to go ahead and close your window, go back to your Destiny Quest. And what you can do here is you can add this book to your wish list. And so you can do that by adding here, add to list. Or you can simply drag and drop to your list over here. Either way, it will be added to your list. And if you're wondering where your list is, when you go to your home page, you look at my list, here is the Very Hungry Caterpillar. Now, I'm going to look up another book just so you can get the idea. I'm going to look up The Day the Crayons Quit. And it was already giving me the autofill, so I went ahead and clicked on that. On this one, if you notice, it says it is out. This book is out, and it tells me, again, a little bit of information. Gives me the grade level, it gives me the reading level, it gives me the interest level. Again, this one in particular has quiz info, and it'll tell me that the reading level is a 3.8, it's a 0.5. It'll give you the list of awards that this book has either been nominated for or has won. And it would give you a review. Again, you can add one if you choose. It tells you where on the shelf it is. And it also gives you the sneak peek, just like the other book. Now, what you may want to do here is, it's not available, but I want to go ahead and add it to my list so that I can come back and maybe read it at another time. So that is your basic search. Now we're going to look at how do I use Destiny for research and as a reference tool. Well, I'm going to look up information on snakes. So I'm going to go ahead and click on snakes. And it's going to give me all of these books on snakes. I'm going to show you to click on the first book, and it says, well, it's a 6th grade level book. This is definitely too advanced for my 3rd graders. So I'm going to check the next one. And this one is also a 6th grade level book. Well, in order for you not to be clicking through every single book, what you want to do is you can narrow it down here on the left. And I'm going to go ahead and go by reading level. And since I have 3rd graders, I'm going to go ahead and come down, and I can go just above a 3rd grade. I can do maybe a 3.8. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And so here are all the books on snakes. Now, if you notice, some of them are fiction and some are nonfiction. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is say, well, I want nonfiction. Again, you go through, and here it's telling me Well, there's no nonfictions on snakes. So I may have to redo my search. So I'm going to go ahead and extend it just a little more to go a little higher. Let's see. Oh, in order to reset your levels, you go right up here and you click the X. So now I'm able to look at my reading level. And I'm going to go ahead and go to 4.5. Some of my third graders may still be able to read those. And so here is a couple more books. You got a little bit more options. So I'm going to click on snakes. So even though this book is a little bit higher than I would have liked, it's okay, because if you're going to do research as a whole group, then you can go ahead and read this book to them. If it's going to be one of your students, maybe they can partner up with someone else and they can read it. Now, here it tells you that it is about the physical characteristics, the behaviors of various snakes and kind of snakes. So this would be possibly a good book for one of your students to check out. And if you want to go ahead and check, there's Scary Creatures of Snakes. And this one, on the summary, it's very short. And it is life science as an inquiry. So the kids could look at this book and see if they would decide they wanted it, and they would just add it to their list. Now it's saved in their list. Now, here's where Destiny is your one-stop shop. Since you're doing books on snakes, if you go to the one search at the top, it will give you options for online resources, such as the CNN, Bartleby, Awesome Library, Discovery Kids, Fact Monsters. This is all on snakes. If you click on Discovery Kids and you go to Slithering Snakes, then you're going to get pictures of these snakes. So this would be good if they're doing like a presentation and they need to print pictures. This would be ideal. Now, from here, let's say you want some more information, but more in terms of text. Well, you can go text in zoology, and here you have an introduction to snakes, and it has characteristics. If you go to characteristics, it'll give you the anatomy and the locomotion. It gives you about being predators and reproduction. It just depends on what your students need and what area are they looking for. You can go to garter snakes. There's sea snakes. There's snake worship. So it just depends what area they are going to be studying. There's National Geographic. Now, the nice thing about this is if you really find one that you like, you can save it to your list as well, and it would save as a resource. So let's just say I really like that picture and I want to print it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to add it to my list. And so it went right to my list and it's going to be saved there. So this is just a very, very quick tutorial on how to use it. And if you notice, Destiny is definitely your one-stop shop in a sense. You can look up books that are in the library by going to your library titles. You can, like I said, you look up by subject, and then you can narrow down your searches, or you can do the internet resources and databases. So it would just be up to your kids on what they are looking for.